Hello and welcome you crazy people. My name is Jay and today, News Day 2021, Games Workshop have given us a tease of things to come in 2021, but they don't necessarily say what each model actually is. That's leading to some wild speculation on my part as I'm asking the question, is Mordheim coming back in 2021? So we'll go through the whole video, which shows us like the glimpse of the models, and we'll talk about what I can identify. You'll probably, if you play 40k, you'll know that, for example, way more than I do. Same if you play Age of Sigmar and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. They have also shown off one cool looking model for the Head Knights of Slaanesh, which we will also look at. So let's jump into it. So we'll play the video in a moment, but you can see that they've also released, or announced, sorry, I should say, Grutos Oscolion, Lord of Gluttony, which fits perfectly in with the theme of the Head of Knights of Slaanesh, all this like purple, regal, gold stuff. Looks insane, looks incredible, really like it. If I was going to play any faction beyond like Oryx, I've got to say they would definitely be in with a shout. But let's play the video now. I will try not to deafen you. I should be okay. So yeah, let's play the video. I will just pause it as we go because they're on the screen like pretty quickly. New year, new me, new models. Let's go. So the first thing looks to me, this looks chaosy to me, and it looks sort of like it's 40k, I would presume, considering the like mechanical stuff involved in that. But it looks like they probably got like a special name, like a knight or a titan, or like a despoiler or something. It gives me like Abaddon-esque vibes. That looks like that. This, for me, I think is an Adeptus Mechanicus leader, probably like a commander or lieutenant or something like that, whatever it is, like a named character or something like that. He looks pretty good. This, I really like the bokeh on this shot, for example. I just want to say that. This looks like it'll be Lumineth. It's giving me that elven Teclis kind of vibe. There's like two things there. There's one guy riding a cloud, and then there's this guy which appears to be maybe on a dragon. And then here we get to the one where I'm like, is this Mordheim? Is this Mordheim? It's very Witch Hunter-esque vibe. It feels like it could easily maybe be like a vampire hunter kind of thing, that it could be something that's not Mordheim, and that's what I'm trying to like tell myself. I never really even played Mordheim. I played the game, the computer game, a little bit, but I really like that old world aesthetic, and the idea of like an old world skirmish game excites me. So could this be this? I doubt this is anything to do with the old world itself. I think we're way too soon for the old world. If this was the old world, then that would confirm the scale it looks like, because I doubt this is a 50mm model. But yeah, it could be something else. It could be an underworld warband. It could be a warband or whatever they're called in Warcry. It could be something that's not Mordheim, don't get me wrong, but I really love it. Just straight off the bat, I just love it. I think we used to play Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game, and this was the character that I had in my head for like, as a cool character in that universe. So I would very much like to see it. Just different shots of the same thing, obviously, but the detail's incredible. It's a Games Workshop model, obviously. Now, it could be, somebody was talking about like an undead character, so I think this might be the undead character. This looks like a skeleton. Can you see? Oh, it's a little bit off screen, but over here it looks like a skeleton arm. This looks like maybe like a skeleton hand. So this looks like an undead. So it looks like we have like a vampire hunter and then an undead. Could it be a new box or something like that where they're going to face off? I don't really know. It looks like undead, but it also, and I agree, somebody said it looks like an orc, and I can sort of see that, like that's sort of got a greenish tint to it. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure about that. It's interesting. And then we see the big boy, this whatever he's called, Lord of Glutton or whatever, who's very sexy, I must add, as well. Yeah, so there's some like really, really interesting stuff in there, and like it's gonna be hard to tell. So for 40k, I think this is some sort of chaos thing. Chaos 40k thing, right? Okay, I don't know anything more about that. This guy definitely is Adeptus Mechanicus character of some sort, so we know he's coming, or she could be a girl. I don't know if they actually have genders in the Adeptus Mechanicus universe. And then yeah, some elven stuff, some guy or girl riding a cloud. interesting direction. Never really been a fan of the luminous direction of going with like this sort of like beastly Lord of the Mountain giant Warhammer thing, but you know, it is what it is. Other than that, I do actually quite like elves. And then this looks to be like a character riding a dragon. Like, is this Teclis? I don't know. Is Teclis back in it? I have no idea, but I could sort of see that. And this is just the cool one. I just really like it, you know. Obviously, it's hard to say exactly what it's for. It does look more fantasy to me than, say, 40k. Because that go hand in hand with the undead that we see next, which looks like to be an undead character, or it could be a vampire character or something like that. Is this the same? I think this is the same model that we see. Yeah, this is all one model. Could it be like an undead orc? Does that make any sense? Like, there's something different about it. It doesn't look human. It looks like a beast of sorts that is undead. Possibly an undead orc? Maybe a vampire orc? Would that make any kind of sense? I have no idea. But this, out of all the models here, this makes me the most excited. Like, not this. Let's get back, sorry. This just makes me so excited. Like, no idea what it is. I think that's the point, you know. We're getting teased, and you'll probably all not have a bit more detail. But yeah, like, that makes me worry about how much I'm going to spend this year. I wasn't really worried until I saw that, because I was like, yeah, I'm going to do my one Age of Sigmar army. Warhammer the Old World's quite a few years away. I'm not too worried about Games Workshop getting all of my money. I just realised my transition isn't working. But having seen the sort of witch huntery vibe, ooh, I just love it. I just love it. Is it Mordheim? I literally have no idea. Like, it's too much speculation. There's so many other things it could be. Warhammer Underworld, Warcry. Could just be a unit in Age of Sigmar. You know, those three things. Very easy, possible stuff. But I'd quite like it to be Mordheim. I would, oh, yeah. If you give me Mordheim this year, Games Workshop, and then you give me the Old World in, say, like, late 2022, oh, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. And my wallet will not be. My wallet will be in pain. But I was going to say a small price to pay, but with Games Workshop, it's a high price to pay. Have a most beautiful day. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think I got anything completely wrong? Like, it's very possible. There's just so much there. Have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.